Good evening, loves. Welcome to a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, coming at you with a taste of Kourah. Now, you guys, you know how I like to get this party started. Oh, okay, Kourah. Let me see if I can bring her in, guys, because I'm Deepest Thoughts by Lavina. Oh, there
Hi.
it is. You guys are on the at the end of the show. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello,
Welcome to a
hello.
taste Lavina, Poetic, Empress, my loves, I present to you the melodic Kawad.
Oh,
How are you doing
I'm
tonight?
doing good. I'm doing good. The snow is starting to come down a little bit over here in
Mm-hmm,
Philly, but it's
mm-hmm,
very pretty from the inside. But yeah,
uh-huh.
I'm currently in my car at the moment. But
Mhm.
I'm feeling really good. How about you? How are
That's
you
what's
feeling?
up. I'm good. You know, about 25 minutes to a half an hour from you.
Oh, okay. So you're not
Yeah.
that far.
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
at
Well, thank you so
all.
much for having me be on the show. I really appreciate it.
Yes. And it's funny because the person who I don't even know whose page that was, but I was like, okay, they follow me. Let me pop in and see.
Mm.
And it's I'm gonna tell you the real reason because uh I didn't hear you. Did you do a poem that night? You might have
Oh
done a
no,
poem. You didn't? Well, I don't know. The
no.
conversation, what got me was these two young people having this wonderful
Hey. What's up,
conversation,
Gemini?
this wonderful conversation about young people. You know what I mean? About the community and stuff like that. I was just so impressed with you guys. So I was
Mm.
like, and then when I went to your page and saw that you sing, I was like, oh, I definitely got to have her on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's
Yes,
very important
yes,
conversations.
yes, yes, exactly. Because the youth, that's where it's at for us.
Mm-hmm.
They're the next generation to run the world, you know. So, and you got you also. So that's what I'm saying. I love it when I meet young people and their heads are on tight, they're wise. You guys you are knowledgeable about what's going
Mm.
on. You're not just running around here doing any and everything that floats to the
Oh,
left.
thank you. I
You know?
appreciate that.
So
That means a lot.
I appreciate you guys.
You
Yeah.
thank my mama and my daddy. You thank my parents.
Thank you,
They.
mom and dad, because honey, she and the young man she was talking to, you guys are needed. And I know it's millions more of you out there. You guys are definitely needed.
Yeah,
Now,
that's a great king. He runs a magazine called Black Magazine. You guys should definitely tap in with that. He's always advocating for the city, always doing different community events, and has his hands always in the city and promoting not just artists like myself, but poets, any type of creative. He is hands on, and he's really cool.
that's what's up. I'm gonna have to reach out to him and have him
Hmm.
on the show. Because like I said, it's that's what I do. I interview not just poets, because on my other page it was just like poets and singers, but I wanted to open it up to have more conversations with other
Mm.
people, you know.
Yes,
Um,
leveling up, leveling up.
yes, 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 exactly. And this is the year for it.
Yes, most
So
definitely.
I'm definitely on board. But now I did hear your dad say you've been singing since you was a year old. That's amazing. That's amazing.
You say you heard my dad say?
That's on one of your videos.
Oh yes, yes. Since I was 1 year old.
I was
Yes,
like, oh
yes.
my
I
God,
was
please
just
don't
like,
tell
wait
me
a second,
something
what?
happened to your
Oh
dad. I'm like,
no, my listening party. Oh yes, I want to have my listening party. Yes, since
yeah.
I was 1 year old, literally as long as I can remember. Yeah.
Wow. That's truly amazing for someone to be that young. Because I know some kids are 4, 5, 6, but to be that young and know to sing, to be able to sing at that age and then pursue it,
Yeah,
you know. So
it was inside of
congratulations,
me.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Um,
It lived
hmm
inside of me.
hmm That's what's up. Um, now with that. And hi, Gemini. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like she's an amazing MC. Like I've had the pleasure to meet her maybe
Mhm.
a few years ago. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just the queen of like telling people to tap in and just get connected. You know, she's
But
awesome.
that's what it's about. That's what it's
She
about.
just dropped a couple new singles. She's been dropping music so and just killing the game in 2025 so far. So
That's what's up.
definitely tap in. Check her
All
out.
right. Okay. Okay. Um, now, when you got old enough to figure out what you wanted to do with your voice, like what inspired you to wanna? Because I believe you like I said you help children. I think, or you
Yeah,
do you
I'm
teach?
a preschool teacher. Yeah, I'm a preschool teacher from my 9 to 5. I worked with kids most of my life. Most of my working career. Actually, if not all of my working career, except for like maybe the equivalent of a couple of years
Mhm.
taking a break. But I've always been involved in the music scene somehow. Like I went to a music school, and I also was a keyboardist in my church. At my church and at my grandfather's church for a while, and was a part of the praise and worship team and everything. And I didn't start my career pursuing my own career in music until about 2019.
Okay.
um, and honestly, it was around COVID time, and I was in a relationship at the time that was not best serving me. So it started off as an outlet, just to kind of just get the words out, and trying to get it out of my body, get it out of my mind, and out of my spirit. And then I realized that, I have a very powerful gift, and, I use it to heal myself. And then when I realized how impactful it was for others, it just became all that more powerful for me.
Mhm. Mhm. That is awesome. That is so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you took time to heal, that
Mm-hmm.
part
Healing.
is,
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
know, it's amazing how people are not, taught that, or they might hear it, but they don't put it together so it can happen in them. They'll just
Yeah.
go around angry or depressed or sad, you know.
Yeah,
So,
it was definitely a journey. I definitely experienced all of those waves in my healing journey, and I'm still healing. I'm still processing a lot of stuff that growing up and figuring out who I am and who I want to be as I'm getting older. Because I turned 30 this year, so that's just I reflect, of self reflection right there. Just what you want to do at the next phase of your life, like understanding you're really not a kid anymore, and you're stepping into, like, you were always an adult, but you can't turn back after 30. So it's
at
just,
30, it's a done
and
deal.
just
Okay.
really
Because,
understanding that, yeah, and just understanding that it's okay. Like that it's okay to experience whichever waves of healing you experience. I feel like
yes.
that's what a lot of people skip that step, in the process of their healing, where they pretend like they're not angry, or pretend like they're not, like. And
Exactly.
I've done that, and was guilty of that in the past, but I'm
Mhm.
very, very, happy and thankful for my safe space around me and my circle around me to help keep me grounded in those times, as I was learning myself and unlearning things
Mm,
that didn't serve me too. Mm.
that part. I'm telling
Yes.
you, that you are doing
Ooh.
my part so much good right now,
Mm.
because
Mhm.
I know, and it's amazing because here lately, I've been meeting so many young people that have
Mm.
the mindset, of healing and want to do better, and they're checking themselves, they're looking
Mhm.
inside so they can do better, be better to do better,
Mhm.
because that's really what it's all about.
Yes.
And
Yes.
um, the fact that you're in, and to have that, like you say, your circle around you, it takes a village. It takes
Hmm.
a village. We think it's
That's not
just
just when
a
we're
little.
babies.
No,
It's
honey,
not
it's
just
for
when we're kids. It's for
yeah,
our entire lives.
yeah,
It's just the number of villagers or who is a villager is what changes, but you still need one.
exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with that,
Hmm.
because I'm thankful for my sisters who are around me and my brothers. And when I say sisters and brothers, I'm talking about my sisters and brothers that are we have the same mother and father, but
Hmm.
also those women.
The brothers and sisters you found, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to rush you into it, but I know you can't be on here too long. But you gotta give us at least one song, one or two,
Oh, to
please.
sing live, or do
Yes.
you want me to play it for you? What do you mean? Or do you want me to give it to you? Like,
You, you gotta give us a little something. You have a beautiful voice, and you have sung without music playing. I've looked
thank
at your videos. You
you.
guys, she's being shy right now because she's in black. She,
Let me see. I'm trying to think uh of what song to sing. Okay, this song is called Paradox. Um I feel as though with what is going on in the world, especially within the next 24 hours and what's going on with the world, I wrote Paradox um to just kind of just acknowledge the hardships in life. Because I'm a very positive person. I'm very, very big on, grass is greener on the other side. The sun will come out tomorrow. I'm very, very big on that. But
Mhm.
something that I've learned in my adulthood is to also acknowledge, the stormy times and the bad weather, and then notice the hard times as well, and the importance of that. So, Paradox kind of stemmed from a situation in my life, and this is the chorus, and I do give a little snippet, just a little
Okay.
snippet.
Just a little
Um,
taste. Just a little
it's a little
taste.
taste. Why is life the hardest fight to fight? Open the paradox of my mind, see the confusing life I lead. Step into my harsh reality, and I don't like how hard it is to take my own advice. The constant struggle just makes me wanna cry. Makes me wanna cry. Oh, thank you, whoever that is. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One day you're going to have to come
I
back
say
and do
the voice gave out on me a little bit, but it's
it,
okay. So
but
we
still
have, I said,
beautiful.
we have our days too.
Yes,
It's the winter.
yes, exactly. Because I'm over here, I don't want to say dealing with allergies, and I'm hoping that
Oh,
um,
I'm so
I don't have a
sorry.
nasal drip in the middle of talking
Oh,
and have to run off.
that's
And,
the
yeah.
worst.
So,
When you think it's gonna
yeah,
start just dripping on you while you're talking, and it's just just start like,
exactly.
yeah,
So,
it's the winter.
and I perform spoken word. So, like
Mm.
certain stuff,
Can I have a little snippet? This is like our first time, and can I have a little snippet, please?
I didn't. I give you just a little.
Yes,
It's
I was
and
going to
this is
say
the
this is our
funny thing is
first. Yeah, this is our
yes,
first real
and
little
this is
interaction
my
together.
very first poem, which I didn't know I was writing poetry. I actually intended to cuss this guy out who hurt my feelings, and
Mm.
I was, writing, and then when I stopped writing and looked at, it, I was like, this is so not a cuss out, but it starts the first part. I'll give you a little taste of the first part.
Yeah.
I am the sun to your rise, the in to your out, the up to your down, the yes to your no, the black to your white, the beat to your heart. The search to your look, the quench to your desire, and the mate to
Mm.
your soul. Then it goes into but God, and it's the second part to it. But that's a little taste.
I like that. That was a for real taste. I
Yeah.
wish it wasn't a free sample. Hold on a second now. She said, the, the Lord just turned on right away. I loved it.
Thank you. But so it's like we gotta take care of like at a certain when I know I'm gonna start hitting up some open mics or I'm gonna do an actual show, I stop eating certain things, no sodas, no
Mm-hmm.
pizza, no greasy stuff.
Yep.
Nothing is gonna, you know,
Good
and
vocal
it
health. Good vocal health.
yeah,
Yes.
okay. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, ooh. And the funny thing is I had to grow into that. It was all a part of
Mm.
learning to speak.
Yep.
Um,
And
and
just learning your craft as
training.
well, too.
You know
Yeah. Understanding
what?
your craft and taking better care of your craft. So.
Yes, that part is so important, the practice,
Mm-hmm.
because I I used to spend hours and because I had to uh, really now work more, I haven't been spending the time. But I'm like, you know what? Something gonna get paid late
Mm-hmm.
because I need to. This is something I'm serious about
Yeah.
because it's a
And
whole. Um, no, this is your interview. I can't even
no,
say
no,
the
no,
rest.
no,
We'll.
no. I am a big listen. I am a big 100% fan of this. I'm learning you just as much as you're learning me.
Thank
So
you.
that's why I was like, I can thank you for sharing that with me, and thank you for sharing those stories. Yeah,
Yeah,
it means a lot.
thank
It
you.
makes us feel like we're not alone, and we can relate.
Exactly. And it's funny because I wanted you on the other page, and I really should have asked Divine which page I should have you on. But everything you're saying it's in sync with what this page is
Mhm.
for. It's always choose to love yourself more because I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2019. And
Mm,
so I had to learn and take care of myself first. And, some people think I'm like, no, ignore people. No, because if you pour love into you, it's going to do what? Your cup going to run
yeah.
over onto others. So
Mhm.
you're not going to neglect anyone. But when you just keep going doing for everybody else, you neglect yourself.
Yeah.
And that doesn't do any good for you or other people. So
No,
with
it
you
doesn't.
doing,
I'm definitely still learning that lesson myself, finding that balance. And that's something that, we human beings learn every day. Like with what you were saying about writing. Like shouts out. I saw he was in here, but I'm not sure if he's still in here.
grown
But
man speed.
there's an
Thank you
artist
for
name.
joining me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see them. Hi. Welcome. But I'm not sure if he's still in here. But there's a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, another fellow artist, name's The Taste of Vomit, and he when we first met, I was like trying to tell him about my writing, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of how I was struggling a little bit with writing because I wasn't sure
Mm-hmm.
um, what type of music I was going to kind of end up steering towards, and what my sound was, and what my message
Mm-hmm.
was, and I remember he told me to just write, even if you were busy, if you had a piece of paper to just write, and like pick up a piece of paper, write it down, or if you have it in your notes, just write it down, even if it's 2 lines, because you never know. Just getting in the habit of trying to write and get it out of your mind would
Exactly.
be very helpful, and it definitely was, and definitely helped with me understanding what type of message I wanted to have
Mm-hmm.
with my own music.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I have some good, I have very uplifting music, but I also have some very heavy music as well, that's not heavy necessarily on a dark and twisty type of scale, but just more so on heavier topics like mental health and
Mm-hmm.
depression, or just life struggles, or struggling with life that sometimes it's hard for us human beings to talk about and shine a light on. But that's something I really want my music to be, is just a vessel, and just a light in these dark times, and even in the bright times too. Just a good reminder that we're all connected. You know.
Yes. Yes. And I'm glad that you're doing that because that's so important. Because people feel ashamed when they go into experience depression
Mm-hmm.
or have some kind of mental illness and
And
whatnot.
that's just because of how society in the past has
Dealt with.
categorized and dealt with depression. But I definitely feel as though my generation is more open minded to the subject,
Mhm.
as well as treating people who do have depression with more grace
Right.
compared to the past, where there wasn't, a lot of knowledge and a lot of information. And this is something that I was talking about in the interview that you saw me on a couple weeks ago, where um, it's hard to talk about these things because nobody wants to acknowledge that it's all connected, like in the communities, when it comes down to, oh man, I lost my train of thought. I hate it when this happens. I had it, and I
And
had
it
it,
said
and then
it
it
jumped
was
track.
gone. It was gone. It was gone. It was on a roll, and it literally just escaped me like that. Oh my goodness. So sorry, folks at home. You're
Listen,
witnessing a
okay,
very
tell me.
live moment right now.
Don't don't be embarrassed because I was asked to speak at this. It was a it
I
was like a
remember now.
concert
Hmm.
for this young man. He's an excellent artist, and I didn't know until because it was myself and two other people,
Hmm.
and they didn't tell me until I got there that I was gonna like be the one that comes on before he speaks. Like I was pretty much opening for him because of some of my poetry. It flows with his music,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh my goodness. And um, I was like, okay. And then it was children there, and a couple of the pieces I was doing was erotic. I
Hmm.
was like, oh my
You're like,
goodness, I started freaking out. I was
do I
like,
censor
is it
myself? Do I do?
you?
What did you do?
Girl, did what you just did.
Yep, I
I
blanked.
started,
I
I
I
did.
blanked.
And it was
I don't know
funny.
what happened,
Exactly.
but I
And
remember now. I was like, it came back to me, but
well, girl,
you
it
know.
took 3 tries up on this stage. These people looking at me, and I'm going, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "I am so embarrassed." And
Mm,
but
it
when I
happens.
did, I
Look,
was like, "I'm gonna
it's
do it
like
again." I was
what
like,
you're
"I'm
gonna
doing this."
do, what you're gonna
I was like,
do.
"I'm going to do this poetry
Hmm.
tonight," but it was
That's
a
right.
lesson learned. I said, "I
That's
have
right.
to
That's right.
ask, make sure I ask, where am I at in the lineup, and are there going to be children there?" No, you
Yeah,
know.
I need to know.
So
That's a valid
I
question.
need to know. Yeah.
but
But go ahead, finish
but
your
yeah,
train of.
yeah, because it came back to me.
I didn't make it leave
I'll
again,
just
did
just
I?
no. It's okay.
Okay.
But to just wrap it off, so I don't lose it again. It's just I feel as our generation is very open minded to talking about subjects about mental health a little bit more than our past generations, which I because I feel like our generation has no excuse. We have so much knowledge accessible to us,
Yes.
compared to the past, that
Mhm.
we kind of have no choice but to understand what how our brains function, and how the
Mhm.
people around us function, because you know being depressed and having depression are two different things, and
Yes.
that's just even a basic start of that conversation. But I just advise to everyone to just do your research, really really learn about whatever subject in the area of mental health that you want to talk about.
Right.
um because I have myself included, as well as so many friends and family that deal with mental health issues, and or mental health challenges, even
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
struggles with mental health, because it's not always like issues or problems. Sometimes it's just how our brains are and how we function and how we cope with
Right.
everyday lives, you know. And I believe my generation, and as the generations to come, you know, they're just more susceptible and more open hearted to that,
Yeah.
which I love to see, you know.
Yeah. Because our parents, my parents, you know, it was in the time I was growing up, they were like, no, don't tell nobody your business. Nobody needs to know what goes on in our home. Um, and only speak when you're spoken to. They didn't want you like jumping in their conversation. I remember I went, well, I used to have a salon, and one of my friends came to get her hair done.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a son, and at that time he was maybe, I want to say 13, 14. And we were talking about something, and he jumped in the conversation and said his little piece, whatever. She was like, this was we talking to you? This is for grown folk, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
let her vent, and then, you know, after she calmed down, I was like, me and you later, you're okay, you're in no trouble. And I had to tell him we come from a different generation than because I allow
I
him
remember them.
to,
I remember those scolds.
yeah,
That's
I allow him
really bad.
to talk to me. I talk to him
Mm-hmm.
about everything because if I don't, the streets will be his teacher, and those streets are not nice. So we talk about any and everything, you
Yeah.
know,
We wouldn't be.
because I'm
Yeah.
aware of what's
Yeah, we
going on.
wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for the older generation. I remember those times too. Woo! I remember those times. Those looks. Those. Like,
Honey,
let
that
me
mama
play.
look, you be like, okay, I'm gonna go sit down somewhere.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go. Like, was I coloring the book? Actually, I just dropped my red crayon. I didn't mean to. Like, I just meant to go and pick it up. Mhm.
Oh goodness. But yes, it's so I'm really glad because my son, he keeps me abreast of what's going on and you
Mm.
know,
How old's your
things of
son?
that nature. He's 22.
Oh, God bless. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just like amazed. I have one son and I'm so glad I did. Because
Mm.
at first I was like, I don't want any children. But I'm like, thank
Oh,
you. It was
to say it's
the
not my
best.
time yet, but definitely when it is my time, I'll be
Do it.
excited. Not my time yet,
Yes.
but you
Do
know.
it. But when it is, because I didn't have him until I was 34. So you got time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got time. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. That's what I said. And I'm so glad had all that partying and,
Mhm.
you know, out of my system. I traveled a lot and, you know, whatnot. So I was able to take the time to
Mm.
sow into him, you know. And at that time, I had a salon. So when I say a village, whew, a huge village raised him, you
Mm.
know. So,
I'm
yeah,
in the phase
yeah,
of wanting to travel and branch out
do
and
it.
figure out. Yeah, that's where I
Do
am. I haven't had the chance. That is one thing I will say. I've had a lot of great experiences, but I haven't really had the chance to travel a lot.
it. Hmm.
And I've always wanted to do that. And I know as an artist, that's definitely a big thing as well. I just traveled to Ohio for the first time and performed
Hmm.
in the Midwest for the first time ever.
Wow.
So that was really really cool. I did that back in December, and you know it was really cool because it was kind of like there was a lot of familiarities about home um,
Hmm.
that I didn't expect.
Hmm.
I was like I didn't know what to expect, but it was really
Right.
cool because it still felt very similar to what was going on at home, even though I was so far away.
Right.
And so traveling is definitely something I want to do. And then that way, when I have children, all I can do is just go to Disney World. That's just what I'm going to be doing. So, you know, children are just going to be my excuse to go to Disney World
Hmm.
because,
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
not that I need an excuse. They're just going to
But
be a continuing excuse, you know?
there you, there
Yeah.
you go.
I
Exactly.
need my
Exactly.
picture with Goofy.
That,
Goofy and
that is
Stitch.
hilarious. Yes, yes. I took him when he was 9 for his ninth birthday,
Mm,
and I'm a big kid
yes.
anyway. I still like going to the park, getting on the swings, going down the slide. Oh, I do all that. I roller skate. I'm like, let's go. I like to be
Same.
outside. Snow when it snows, like it's snowing
Mhm.
here. Oh, I love to go for a walk
Oh
in the
yeah.
snow or go play
I'm
in the
excited
snow or
for the
something.
morning.
Yeah,
I'm closed for work from work tomorrow, so I'm excited for tomorrow
yes,
to
yes.
see the pretty snow when it's all over.
You know, and and that's amazing for you to be not excited about. It's not just you excited about nature. It wasn't, oh, I'm excited
Hmm.
because I got this new car and I'm gonna go drive my new car. And you should be excited about a new car. But what I'm saying is, it's good to be excited about
Yes.
nature, about things that we love, like me going out for a walk. That's like, I mean, I absolutely love it. And then when I get to walk by the water, oh, it's a whole
Uh,
other
a whole
experience
nother ball game
because
walking by the water.
exactly,
Yes. Love
exactly,
nature.
you
Love
know.
nature. We're
Mhm,
all
mhm.
connected. We're
Yeah,
connected to nature and nature's connected to us. You know?
yes, yes,
Mm,
that part right there is
mm.
just like everything. So, but now what? Because you released your first, congratulations, you released your first album last year,
Yes.
this month. Am I correct?
In
Yes,
April.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's what's up.
This
Now,
month
what are you?
will be this month will be the 2 year, and actually on Tuesday actually will be the 2 year anniversary that I dropped one of my singles, Keep Grinding, and it's actually on the album.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
so I'm very excited. I dropped it as a single and then I brought it back for the album.
That's
So I
what.
dropped my album back in April, and it's the
Hmm.
Beautiful Complexity Saga, Volume One. It's
Hmm.
Volume One of a 3-part series,
Hmm.
and it just kind of just talks about my life up until this point.
Okay.
A lot of it's hard for me to sometimes verbalize a lot of situations that I'm going through, or just
Excuse me.
vocalize things that I go through sometimes. Sometimes I kind of just take it in, and I'm kind of
Hmm.
just attacking it as it's coming my way. Um,
Hmm.
I'm very blessed to say that I've learned that, and thankful to say that I've learned to process a lot of stuff that was in the moment. But in doing it in my past, you realize sometimes you push off situations, and you don't realize that you still have a little bit of unresolved feelings there. So a lot of the songs are just a collection of songs from over the past few years of my life,
Hmm.
um, that I felt like I just couldn't vocalize even as an adult to this day. And I told
Right.
myself I can't move on to this next phase um, of who I am and my music and how I want my message to be shared without people actually getting to know me a little bit. Um, and the best way for me to do that sometimes as a person is through my music. So hence I here put together the album.
Hmm.
It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. All together,
Hmm.
recording process. The recording process was from maybe like November to February, but it started off as an EP, and then it turned into an album. So I would say it took about maybe 2 years for me to get this album up and off of its feet.
Right.
So it's
Congrats.
completely evolved from what I thought it was going to be.
That's
So
awesome. That's awesome.
thank you.
Yes, you. I'm telling you. Now, where can people purchase? Where can we purchase
Um,
your?
you can purchase it on iTunes. I'm going to be on Bandcamp soon. I'm still working out being on getting it on Bandcamp.
Mhm.
But you can definitely purchase it on iTunes, and I believe Pandora as well.
Oh,
But if you want to stream it, you can find it everywhere on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, um, and like where else? Title. I'm
mhm.
on Title.
Okay.
Like any of those places, you could definitely check out my album and check out some of my other songs too.
Okay.
I have a lot of features on a lot of other people, different artists' album, like The Taste of Vomit.
Mhm.
I have a couple features with him.
Okay.
Smooth Waffle, this artist Smooth Waffle, he just dropped an album, and I'm featured on there. Other great artists like Kai Mizuku, and other things like other people like that. So check me out. Check my music.
That's what's up. You guys, you heard her. Check her out. And on Instagram, you can be reached at.
You can find me at official Courage, as Kouraj. It means courage in Creole. I'm Haitian. And On Facebook, you can just type in Courage. You can just type in Kouraj and all capital letters, and I'll pop up.
Okay. Okay. Um, now, Creole, do they speak French also?
Creole is it's not French, but
Oh,
it has some of the French language in it,
it's
if that
in it.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yes,
That's what I
like
thought.
certain, I would say certain words and
Mhm.
certain phrases. Yes, but it's not French itself. No,
Okay.
it's kind of like a form of French in a
Okay.
way. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So you have people from Louisiana,
Haiti.
Haiti. Oh, that.
Mhm.
Now, have you been to Haiti?
No, no, I have not.
Gotta
My
visit.
great grandfather was from Haiti.
Okay.
And if I'm correct, he moved to America, and
Mhm.
then had my grandfather, and then my father was here, and then so on and so forth. Me.
Wait a minute. You said it's just you.
I said no, it's me and my
Oh.
brother. So
Oh.
it's just me,
Okay.
and then my biological brother.
Okay.
My brother. I would say I only want to have one biological brother,
Okay.
and love him very much. But it's me and my brother. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Um, now, have you? So you still have? Does your dad still have people in um, Haiti, or
Um. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I know that when I was younger and he was looking into our family tree, he found some relatives in Haiti. I know
Mhm.
that he did at the time, but as of recently, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
Um, I My dad spent my entire life like telling my brother and I our Haitian roots and staying connected, but it wasn't really until my adulthood that I really started
to
um
appreciate.
looking, yeah, started to appreciate it and started to really understand my Haitian culture. And when I started my journey, I wanted to be able to name myself something that kept me connected to my roots,
Mhm.
and also was a very powerful, affirmative word that I knew I needed for myself. And at the time, the thing that I felt like I lacked the least, which is courage. So you know,
Well, I love it because as soon as when you said it, I was like, 'cause I was like, how do you pronounce your name? And you
yeah,
said it was Creole. I was like, well, I hope she's um, like researching that, know what it means.
yeah,
And you said that in the, in the text you said.
hmm,
Um, and I hope you continue to build because that's energy, and that
hmm,
energy is just going to continue to shape and mold, and it's going to get you in the places and get you some deals uh,
thank you.
and yeah, all of that, because it's our heritage. It's
Mhm.
what is supposed to happen
Yes.
in our lives. So ask your dad as many questions as you can. Well, I
Mm,
hope he can, share some more things with you about your ancestors and,
mm.
the rest of your family. Okay.
Thank you for that. I think I will take him up on that offer. Thank you for that. I know he would love it. He's a very big history buff, so
Oh,
he would be all for it. Yeah.
yes, get him. And I'm going to tell you something about dads. Dads love to tell their little girls stories,
Hmm.
love to share about our relatives and things of that nature because that's how my
Yeah.
dad. And I was
Yeah.
a
And I'm his
daddy's
only
girl.
girl, so
Yeah.
he has one girl, one boy, so he has the perfect
Okay.
balance.
What's up? That's what's up. Okay, I'm not gonna. What time is it? Let me make sure I don't go over my time. Oh, wait a minute.
Honestly,
Why is that?
7:48. Yeah, we
Okay.
just still got a little bit.
Okay. Um, Now, the children you work with, um, that you teach actual school, or you teach them music?
I teach at the actual school.
Education, I
Yes,
should have said
yeah,
education.
yeah, I teach the education. Yeah.
Now, what
I'm their preschool teacher. I work with 3 to 5 year olds. They're the best.
what made you wanna teach teach children in that age? And that's a
It
good
was
age.
my mom actually. Um, I always loved working with kids, and then my dad got me a babysitting gig. When I was like 15, 14.
Mhm,
This beautiful girl, her name's Sanai. Like to this day, like now she's all grown, and I don't know what to do with myself. But she was my first babysitting gig. But I got older, and I was always somebody. I was always, even when I was younger, I was someone who always like needed to do something, always on the move. And
mhm,
so my mom was just like, you keep asking for money. You want to start working. You're good with kids. Why don't you come and volunteer at my school? And I volunteered there for a couple of years, and then I realized I was really good at it, and I really enjoyed it.
mhm,
And then I stayed there for a couple of years, and then I went to multiple different schools throughout the past.
mhm,
I've been in the field since 2011, so
mhm. Oh
I'm just
wow.
kind of slowly just started working my way up from teacher's assistant to younger toddlers. So I I will be a preschool teacher for 3 years in September. Yes, I'm very excited. But I've been in the field of education, early childhood education, since 2011. So
Okay.
very rewarding. Learning a different age group and. Uh, it kind of gives me a whole new perspective on my teaching style and all the things I have to learn, and it's great. The kids are great, the parents are really good and really swell, and I really do mean it. Like you don't use the word swell like that often, but like like they're really really nice. And they're always like checking up on me and asking about my career, and they're very very supportive. Not just their teachers, and I've had multiple experiences like that. So I think it's just a bunch of things. But I always tell people, if you don't like kids, you don't need to work with them. Like I tell
You
people
know
all the time.
exactly, and
If
that
you
is
don't
the
if you don't like kids, you don't need to work with kids, because kids
exactly.
take a lot of patience. Because they're the very first versions of a human being, and if we as adults don't have it together, what makes you think these little ones that don't even know what they're feeling goes through?
Exactly.
But I also was very humbled becoming a preschool teacher, because they're a little bit older. They're
Hmm.
right before going to kindergarten, and they know what they want. I would say that they know what they want. They
Yes,
just
they
they
do.
just and I had to learn a different aspect from teaching them how to use the bathroom, and 2 years old, really learning how to like talk and everything, to the actual first version of a human being that
Hmm.
what knows what they do and don't like, and just needs some guidance along the
Yes.
way. And it's very rewarding. Like any job, it can be stressful at certain
Right.
points,
Right.
but it brings me nothing but joy. I
That's
love
what's up.
I love doing it very much.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Um, and you're shaping those young minds.
Mm.
So that's an amazing part, because
Thank you.
they believe whatever you tell them. So
Yes and no. I'm gonna say yes and no. All divine styles. Hi, big fish. Hi, hello everyone. I've just been checking in to see who's been popping in. Hello, hello. I haven't seen
thank you
divine
guys for
styles
checking
in
us
so
out.
long. Yeah, I haven't seen divine styles in so long. Oh, if you want to talk about amazing poets, girl, she is a poet that you want to tap. She's not just a poet. She is a multifaceted, multi-talented entrepreneur. You just need to tap in with her. She's
Okay.
amazing. But
Okay.
yeah.
Now, one another. I don't know where we are with the time, but why did you
Sorry.
start rolling
There
rock?
was a sorry about that. There was like I'm sitting in my car, and like the trucks that like clean the snow.
Hmm.
It was like one went by and like started like pushing him. I'm like, hold on a second. You got a little
Okay.
too close there. Got a
Gotta
little
get
too
this
close
car, honey.
there.
Now, why did you start growing locks?
Mm. Oh, I love that question. That was because of my father, actually.
Mhm,
When I was younger, me and my dad have a really great relationship. I love my dad
mhm,
very much. Like I said, I'm the oldest and I'm his daughter, so
mhm,
daddy's little girl.
mhm,
Um, my dad had locks when he was when I was younger. And
mhm,
we started off as a competition to see whose hair would grow longer.
mhm,
But when I got older, I realized, and I talked to my dad and my mom about my hair journey. They were
mhm,
telling me about how my hair was just not accepting any chemicals or anything. Like my hair was just not accepting, and it was not for it. And like I had to wear, those cute little fake ponytails and things like that. But when they locked up my hair just started immediately growing,
mhm.
and so I've had locks for as long as I can remember. Um, and I can't see myself without them. I can't. I think maybe a few years, not I think, maybe a few years ago at this point, I would want to say 2019. I actually
Mhm,
had cut my locks a little bit shorter,
mhm.
because it was just time for a spiritual
Cleanse.
yeah, spiritual cleanse. So I cut
Mhm,
them short. I cut them shorter to where all the dead locks were, and I started over.
mhm.
So just really understanding the power between the lock journey, it just kind of stuck with me. But I've had locks as long as I can remember.
That's awesome. That is
Hmm.
awesome.
What about
And
you?
I can tell you this set I've had for 5 years this year,
Mm,
because I cut them like 4 times because I like the bob style. So I was wearing it
mm,
bobbed.
mm,
But I started growing locks because it was in my spirit to grow them.
mhm,
Um, the first time I wore them, and there also there were um, I think they're Nazarites or Nazarenes in the Bible, and they were set apart.
mhm.
So they didn't cut
Yeah.
their hair. Um, that was me identifying because I kind of struggled at first with the Bible because I was like, I don't see any black people, so I'm not doing that, God.
Mhm.
but yeah, I was one of those, um, which is I don't apologize for because I should see me
Mhm.
in something that's supposed to be for everybody.
Yes,
You
so
know,
yeah, that's a whole nother can
I
of
know,
worms.
I
That
know, and that's why I said
conversation.
I'm not even going to really go
But
into
yes,
that.
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Um,
Go ahead. Mm.
so the first set that I grew them for 15 years, and when I had my son, they thinned out, and that's kind of normal with anybody. Sometimes women, their hair thins out after they have a child. So I cut them off. I grew them for 2 years, and then I cut it off and was wearing it natural. I would wear it short and fly style because I was a hairstylist and whatnot. And then, like I said, 5 years ago, after going through the breast cancer thing, and I was braiding my hair, adding extensions to it. And I was like, why am I doing this when I could just grow locks? And it was in my
Mhm.
spirit, but I was kind of resisting. Sometimes I call myself, I used to call myself, I'm not going to do what God wants me to do or spirit wants me to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. They'll never do that. Just go ahead and do what you know you're
Mhm.
supposed to do.
Just answer the
um,
calling. Just make it easier
just
on yourself.
answer the calling, and that's what I was doing. I kept resisting, and
Mm.
it was through and no, uh, divine spirit did not give me breast cancer, um, and that
Which,
in itself
which
is
is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
yeah. I'm telling you, the doctor who did the actual surgery when she talked to me, she was like, she wanted to say to me, I know she wanted to say, you really didn't have breast cancer. But
Mm.
she was like, she stopped herself and she said, if somebody asks you, because they measured from one to something, she was like, it was barely even that.
Mm.
But she said,
Mm.
but you don't
Beautiful.
have anything else to. I'm telling you, that was nobody but divine spirit because
Mm-hmm.
and
I said that
she
was
and I
under
could
God.
feel she didn't want to do what she was doing,
Mm.
you know. But I'm so thankful. I'm grateful that I got to the other side of that,
Yes.
and that's what
Yes.
the
Me too.
always
Me
choose
too.
to, yeah, the always choose to love yourself more came
Mm.
about. Just to encourage people, and like I do little exercises on here because I don't want. Well, at this point, I'm not doing when I was younger, I would do the, the those extreme workouts. Um, Now I love enjoying myself, being healthy with, doing stuff that's good for me. And I'm sure I
Good.
could do something,
Good. We're
but
here for that. Things we love to
yeah,
do.
but I want people who have been through either cancer or any kind of sickness, or they're just not feeling well, just for them to be encouraged to move. You don't have to do all this extreme. If I do 10 sets of something, you don't have to do 10. Just
Right.
start. I just want you to start. I just want you to
Mm-hmm.
get in the habit of,
Yeah.
so that's what I love doing. I love helping people, encouraging people
Mm.
to go further, to be better, to succeed at whatever it is they desire to do. And from that came move something, do something. If you want to accomplish anything in this life, you got to move something, do something.
Mm.
It's,
Agreed.
so
Agreed.
yeah, I'm really enjoying this um, conversation because,
Mm.
like I said, a lot of times the older women, we want to try and have the young people do. That's something my son taught me. He's his own person. He has his own thoughts and his own desires and dreams and things he want to aspire to. So
Mm.
I have to listen to him and allow him to express himself. And through that, I have learned and grown so much. So I'm learning and growing with this conversation we're having and realizing we have so much in common. So I hope that more older women would see, because I always see doing hair. I always saw the older women is my mothers, the some women who weren't so much older than me, my aunties, and women who were younger than me, my little sisters,
Mm.
or if they were, closer to my age, sometimes also is my sister. So
Mm-hmm.
that's I see is we're all related, we're all one, and that's where I come. I always give respect
Mm-hmm.
because of that, you know. And so I hope that the more mature women would learn and respect you young ladies more and not talk bad,
Yeah.
or discourage and thinking that every woman, every young woman, every young sister is the same. I'm like, they're not. And however they choose to live, I'm still going to respect her. And
Yeah.
when she's ready to
That all
change,
stems from just mutual respect, you know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That
exactly.
just that's it starts there, you know. Like it starts with just what happened? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there
Can you
you
hear
are.
me?
You froze. Okay.
Did oh,
Were you finished? Were you finished what you were saying? Because it was
mhm.
like you were talking, and then you froze, and then I came back,
Oh, I
and then
did. Oh,
no,
I
I
think
think it's just me on my side.
okay, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry for
I finished
making random faces. Okay,
that. You're fine.
wait. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I was like skipping on my end a little bit. All right, I'm back.
You're fine. You're fine. You're all good. But but this has definitely been good for me tonight.
Mm,
Um, yeah, and
have a great time.
when I do, yeah, interviews, I like, because people are like, well, how long are I'm like, we're gonna let it just flow because I I, I think it's better when I let the person speak and say what they want to say, and I can go off of that, and
Yeah,
we can have a conversation
yeah,
also.
just
So
greeting each other. Yeah,
yeah,
I enjoyed
yeah,
myself too, and I appreciate what you said. And like I said, it all starts from mutual respect, because my generation has to respect, the older women as well, because you guys open the doors for us. We wouldn't
mm,
be able to do what we're able to do without the people before it, without the generations before
mhm,
us. So
mhm,
it all starts with just mutual respect,
mhm.
for one another, and then grow, letting that seed grow from there. But
Yes.
I really appreciate those words. That means a lot to me, and my mama will be very happy to hear it. So as much as I am,
Yeah.
so I appreciate it. And like I said, I had a really great time tonight, and talking with you and getting to know you as well. And I appreciate you reaching out, because remember, guys, she said we've never really spoken. She just saw me through another interview I was doing and
Hmm.
reached out, and I really appreciate that and taking the time to talk to me. And I really enjoyed getting to know you, and
Thank you.
really look forward to getting to know you more from
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
And we'll definitely see each other because, like I said, Philly, that's where I did my first in Germantown at this library.
Mm.
I did my first open mic. And then
Ooh.
I used to go to, oh my goodness, Lewis. What is his? He's with, oh my goodness. They're in the gallery. What are they called? He's gone. Ugh,
Yeah,
I can't think of the name.
I was going to say, yeah, because the gallery's the fashion district now.
Yeah, but they have uh, um, Voices in Power.
Yes, love voices in power.
Yeah,
Love
they're
voices in power.
the
Yes.
gallery. They have a place in there where they do open
Hmm.
mics and features and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But
There are a
you're
couple of
gonna,
others too that I'll send your way too, like a couple different open mics and poetry open mics too.
yes,
That I'll
please,
send
because
your way.
it's been a minute, but I'm like, well, the last time, oh my goodness, it was at the I think it was in October of last year. I went to, I'm not sure if you're familiar with eBaby. He hosts poetry shows at Busboys and Poets in Columbia. I think
Mm,
Hydesville, I think Columbia, but I know he so I went to one of his open mics. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun. It was ridiculous.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's the case, then you'll like this open mic. It's called "Say It with Your Chest." It's every other Friday.
Okay.
On Germantown Ave. So it's it's
Okay.
it's every other Friday, and the food is awesome. It's at
Okay.
this cafe, and the food is awesome, and the people are awesome, and
Okay.
just the energy is just great. And is a lot of poets hit that stage, and that's just one that I know, just because you said there was an area in Germantown. There's
Mhm,
one that's like a called the Forbidden Fruit open mic.
mhm.
There's what another artist of mine says, "How do you feel?" Like there's always open mics going on, so I can
Okay.
more than happy to
Please,
send you some
yes.
your way
I
too.
need to, yeah, I need to get back out there and
Mhm. At your own pace, in your own time. Everything happens in the timing that God wants it to happen.
exactly. Exactly. Well,
Mm.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
Ladies, oh,
much.
wait, tell them one more time where they can find your music and where they can follow you at, please.
My name is Kourah. You can find my music pretty much on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. I am available on iTunes as well, and will be available on Bandcamp soon. If you're in Philadelphia for Valentine's Day, whether that's February 14th or 15th, I have a couple shows coming up. On the 14th, I'll be performing with my band for the first time, um, on Germantown Ave at the Mount Airy Art Garage. And then on the 15th, I'll be in the city performing with a band that I normally sing with called Harvest Groove. So I'm very excited. Altruistic Vision is a show. You can check me out on there as well. I'm a keyboardist for their band, and we have a show coming up. So you can check out all these shows that I have coming up, and just come see me and come hang out with me. And if you're in Philly, and you can find me at official Courage, Kouraj. And on Facebook, if you type it in, just type in Kouraj, I'll pop up in all streaming platforms. And thanks for listening to my story and talking with me and listening to me, and just keep grinding towards y'all light, y'all. Don't give
That's,
up.
that's what's up. Yes, yes, yes. And you guys get to her now because she's on her way to superstardom.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight on A Taste
Thank you.
of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, coming at you with a taste of the melodic Kourah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a
You're
good night, everyone. Bye.
welcome. Oh, that was excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And you guys, she not only has a melodic voice, but a beautiful, beautiful spirit. So I look forward to seeing her perform, hearing and seeing her perform live in person. And you guys, I didn't do it at the beginning, but Deepest Thoughts by Lavina, Expressions by Lavina, Emotional by Lavina, and My Dirty Little Secret. All 4 books are available on Amazon, or you can purchase them from me through A Taste of Lavina Poetic Empress.shop. Ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to seeing you again with an artist. That's what I'm going to say, an artist, a writer, a singer, a musician, a painter. I'm just going to enjoy bringing you guys the beautiful people. So I will see you again soon on A Taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress. Peace.